Hey folks, I'm Chris Martin, and I'm the mayor of Logansport, Indiana. Being the mayor is kind of like the CEO. I manage the day-to-day operations. I attend community events and make sure I'm around for anyone who has any questions or maybe just wants to talk. I went to Capella University for Business Administration. I'm currently located at the City Building in Logansport, Indiana at 601 East Broadway, and that's in downtown Logansport. I'm like the CEO of a company, like I said, so I handle the day-to-day operations. So underneath me, I have the department heads for each department, so like the parks and the streets, and then of course we have the police department and the fire department. I work at a desk, so I use a computer, some pens, and some paper. All right. So I want to show you, behind me, I have my printer, I have my computer, I have the city seal, which is awesome. I also have a bat up there, which you guys will have to come to the mayor's office and actually see it. It's really cool. And then, of course, I have a phone to be able to call and do things. I also have a cell phone that I can use, right, after hours. So that's what my office looks like. So I want to go over some employability skills, and I want to work through this. But I want you to know that being the mayor is an elected position. So being elected, the people had to vote for me. So in order to get to where I'm at, a lot of these employability skills do apply to being an elected official. These are things that during a campaign, these are the things that I did. These are the things that showed the people that I was good enough to be in the position that I'm in today. So we're going to go through it. Mindsets, lifelong learning, demonstrate willingness to work and learn, and continually apply that new knowledge. Absolutely. You've got to learn things as you go along. I tell you, I was 28 years old when I was elected, the youngest elected mayor in the city's history. And so now at the age of 29, I'm still learning as I go. I'm still learning the day-to-day operations and how to react to certain things as they come about. Self-confidence. You have to believe in your own ability to succeed. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then others won't believe in you. So it all starts with believing in yourself. Self-discipline, you've got to have that self-control and behave in accordance with the rules. Obviously, you're the mayor, so the police department works for you, but the laws, those are separate. You still have to follow the laws. You still have to be that upstanding citizen. Independence, you absolutely have to be independent as the mayor. You have to be able to work on your own without having direction because you're the boss. You're the one, right? You're the one that sits at the desk and says, well, we need to get this done and this done. And you tell them, hey, this is how we do it. This is what we're going to do. That's what you do. So you don't have anybody telling you this is what you need to do, except for the citizens. They will tell you that. Perseverance. Endurance is absolutely important. I'll tell you, there's 10 to 12 hour days. You're looking at 6 to 7 days a week. Even on vacation, you're still working, right? Because as you're going through these different areas of wherever you're at on vacation, let's say Florida, and you're on the beach, and you're looking at different things, or your mind's constantly going on ideas on how to improve your community. So you've got to have that endurance for that. Time management and organization, very essential. Very essential to your job because you don't want to show up late to meetings, right? You don't want to have that issue of people saying, oh, well, we'll schedule it for 12 o'clock, but we won't expect the mayor till 12:30. That's bad. You can't do that. So time management is absolutely important, as well as organization. You've got to be organized. You have to be able to manage transitions. Look, Indiana has 4 seasons, right? So it's just like the changing of the seasons being the mayor. Things change. So once you get used to something for 2 or 3 months, then it changes and you're ready for the next change. So you got to be able to manage that and be able to adapt to that. Integrity is absolutely essential as well. You've got to be trustworthy. People have to be able to trust you, right? Because you're the guy, you're the woman that is sitting at the desk and over the entire city. So it's very important for people to be able to trust you because lying is bad. And when you lie, eventually the lie will catch up to you, which means that once people find out you lied, they're probably not going to believe what you say. And that's bad because it could really end pretty badly. Professionalism, you've got to be professional as the mayor, right? So you can have a little fun. You can joke around and have some laughs and things like that, but you also have to be professional with it. And so you have to have those serious moments to where you're saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And then at that point, you're professional, right? So, and it also goes in with the effective communication. You've got to be able to communicate. You've got to be able to tell people what you want and how you want it and how we're going to get it done, those kinds of things. So you have to be effective at your communication. Your awareness has got to be there. Of course, your decision making. Look, you're the mayor. You're making the decisions, right? So you're the one that they come to make a decision. So you have absolutely got to have those decision-making skills. Initiative, this is very important. Initiative, applying that self-motivation. You have to have that self-motivation in order to get where you are. In order to be the mayor, I had to self-motivate myself. I had to ask myself, why do I want to be the mayor of Logansport? Why do I want to sit at this desk in this building and do this job for 4 years? The reason why is because I saw potential in my community. I found out what I needed to do to make it possible, and I wanted to do it. I self-motivated myself. I made myself aware of what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. Very important. That's important in life in general. Attention to detail, very important, because one mistake could lead to many other mistakes down the road, and you can't have that as the mayor, right? It's bad. It's very bad. So attention to detail, very important. Problem solving, same thing. You've got to be able to solve problems. If I get woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I've got to be able to solve the problem, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what day of the week, no matter what holiday it may be. You're always going to have to solve problems, no matter what it may be, because you're the man or the woman in charge. So you've got to be able to make those problems and solve them, or solve the problems, not make the problems, solve the problems. Here's the other thing. So the social and emotional skills is very important in anywhere you go. And one of the biggest things is the regulation. So you have to recognize and manage one's emotions. This has been a struggle for a lot of elected officials in the past and in the future, probably. But you have to be able to manage those emotions, right? So if someone's saying something bad to you, you gotta just let it go, right? You don't fight back, don't argue. You just smile and okay. And maybe not smile, just be quiet. Sometimes that's the best answer to anything, is just to be quiet. Connection, you got to demonstrate the ability to network. I have to know who the CEO of the hospital is. I have to know who the directors of these non-for-profit organizations are. I have to know who the business owners are throughout the community, because I got to network with them, right? I've got to know what they're doing over here so that I know what I'm going to do over here. So connection, absolutely essential and important. And finally, collaboration. You cannot get anywhere in life without being able to work with other people, period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you want to get somewhere in life, you got to know how to work with people. You got to be able to regulate yourself, right? Those emotions are very important and very essential when working in a team atmosphere. Being the mayor, it's a team atmosphere. But you've got the entire city to work with, and you've got to have that attitude. You've got to have that attitude, and that leads me to my final point. One of the most important things that I consider in life, period, is having a positive attitude. Because without a positive attitude, without a smile and a wave and that energy, that positive energy when you walk into the room, it's not going to end very well. People aren't going to want to be around you, right? So, if you walk into a room and you feel tension, you feel like, oh man, someone's not happy, right? Then you're probably going to walk out, or you're going to feel uncomfortable. But if you walk into a room and you feel the energy and you see people smiling and they're laughing and things like that, you feel better, right? So have that positive attitude. No matter what you do in life, you can always have a positive attitude. I would love to see you come to the city building. We welcome you with open arms from Pioneer, and I want you to know that my door will always be open. So come see the mayor's office. Come see the city building. I'll give you a tour. Until then, take care, and God bless.